Hello everyone, in this video I'll be sharing with you the 2026 Ford Ranger Raptor 4x4 automatic 2.0 liter diesel engine. Okay, so as mentioned, this is a diesel engine. This is not the V6. So this is a 2.0 liter bi-turbo engine. So basically you have one turbo here, one turbo here. So yeah, this is capable of as much as 210 horsepower and 500 Newton meters of torque. So even any type of off-road experience, you can really depend on this vehicle for its torque output and horsepower output. So you have your compression zone area here. So just in case anything happens with the frontal collision, your engine is protected. So if you really like to use it for off-roading, no problem. We also have the snorkel here. You have your for your water sprinklers. You have your coolant. You have your battery, which is good for basically 1 year, since we have plenty of features and it uses the battery. And then you have your computer box, fuse box. Okay. So basically, you're getting one of the best engines here in the Philippines for off-roading purposes, aside from the V6 Raptor also. So for the front part of your Ford Ranger Raptor, noticeably you have the Ford grille, which is already stuck here in the unit, and then this one is your front camera, which is part of the 360 camera. This is actually very useful in terms of off-roading. So you see the different angles. So integrated with the front Ford grille, you have your C-clamp LED daytime running light. So as long as the engine is running, this is also on. So this is a LED, so it's very fuel efficient, so it doesn't really consume that much energy or battery. So these are your turn signal indicators, and then this one are your LED headlights and LED high beam. And you have a small light here which shines if, for example, you're turning right, turning left, the light will be turning on to help you in or assist you in turning left. You also have your front fog lamps, which are LED also, and your front sensors, as well as your front radar for your automatic emergency braking. You have your front grille, a little bit of a bash plate here also, okay, and for your towing services. So this one, you have a very macho, very nice aerodynamic design, very muscular hood here. So it gives you a very boxy, very F-150-like type of pickup. Okay, so for the side profile of your Ford Ranger Raptor, of course, you'll notice at once the all-terrain tires. These are BF Goodrich all-terrain. So these are not mud terrain, these are all-terrain. So basically, the more well-rounded version for all-terrain tires. 17 inches alloy mags, and you have disc brakes for the front and disc brakes for the rear. So this one, you have your coil springs with Fox shocks. So basically, you're absorbing almost any type of bump in the road in a very smooth fashion. You have your side fenders, which gives you a little bit of a muscular advantage on the sides. So it's really nice, since most of the time when you get your all-terrain tires or bigger Magsen tires, you have to offset it with your front or side fenders. Okay, so disc brakes for the front and rear, and this one is a functional exhaust vents for your engine, especially when you're off-roading. This is very useful, or in high speeds. So here you have your anti-slip step board. You will notice your spikes. So that's for the anti-slip step, especially when you're in muddy situations or in if it's wet or if it's raining. So this is very useful, comes in very handy. Your side mirrors are body color. So basically you have the code orange color for this one all throughout the unit. Turn signal indicators, and this is your side cameras, which is part of the 360 camera. And of course you have your mud lamps, so that when it's dark, it can shine a light down here. Also for the driver's side. So smart keyless entry, you have a body color for the door handles. We don't have roof rails for the Ford Ranger Raptor. Okay. And let me give you a close-up of the Raptor sticker. For the bed of your Ford Ranger Raptor, or for the rear area, noticeably, you have your third brake light here already, and you have your very nice Raptor emblem, and then your big Ford logo. Of course, it gives you some status symbol, and your rear camera for the, which is part of the 360 camera. You have your Ranger engravement here. Okay. And of course, you have your blind spot monitoring system here, since it's already the top of the line. And you have your LED brake lights and tail lights. So these are your rear sensors. And this is where you get your spare tire. So you put your tire wrench there. Then this is for your towing. So for the Raptor, you have two in front and two in the rear. And your emergency tire is basically all-terrain also. So since this is already the Raptor, this is very light. So I can carry this even just with a few fingers. For your bed liner, it's a Ford Classic. Okay. Very easy to load and unload things here. You have your 6 tie downs, so 1 there, 2, and then 3. So times 2, 6. And then here's your 230 volts inverter. And then since this is already the Raptor, you have your tailgate lift assist, this one. So that's the mechanism that makes this very, very light. Inside the Ford Ranger Raptor, you have your 12 inches digital instrument cluster. You can control it here. Okay, you can go. And then here is for your cruise control or adaptive cruise control controls. This is for your volume, voice command. And in the steering wheel, noticeably you have your indicator here where your wheels are turning. So just in case you're going off-roading, at least you know where your wheels are turning or heading. You have your very nice grip here. And you have your paddle shifters here. Okay, so a little bit basic. And then here you have your Raptor indicator or Raptor logo. So very nice. And then here for your infotainment touchscreen, this is 12 inches. So here you can use it to control the 360 camera, the vehicle settings, the infotainment, and for your aircon. So here, let me show you quick for the 360 camera. So yeah, basically, you have a mirror of what's happening around the vehicle. You can choose which screen you want. So front screen, this one, front if you want to park in a lamppost or in front of a tree. This is for your rear. But most of the time, yeah, it's just in front or with a 360 view. Aside from that, you also have your vehicle settings, which is here, the second one. So basically everything about the vehicle, information, settings, the brightness, the time, the ambient lighting, everything is here. The language even, the tire pressure. But most of the time, with the touch screen, what you're doing with that is you're connecting your phone. 90% to 95% of the time, you pair your phone via Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, and then you can see the maps or see the Waze or Spotify, Viber, Telegram, Zoom. So it's very, very useful, except for video. So we cannot play videos here. That's the stock version. You cannot play videos here for your safety as well. So here it's very easy to pair your phone via Bluetooth. You can just check for the radio. You have your owner's manual here. You have your sketch or a doodle. So for kids. So yeah, everything's here. And if you have a USB with your songs, you just put the USB down here and you click this so that you can access your songs in the USB. That's what I do. So here you can also use the touch screen for your AC controls. So for the AC, you have your AC vents for the front, for the lower area, for the defoggers. This is for your dual climate zone. So you can adjust it here, or you can also adjust it here. So that's for your dual climate zone. And even for your fan speed, you can adjust your fan speed here, or you can adjust your fan speed here. Okay, on and off for the AC. This is the on and off for the volume. This is on and off for the, if you want it fan mode or AC mode. For your hazard sign and for the air circulation. Although you already have aircon vents for your second row. This is for your wireless charging, and you have your wire charging ports here, type C, USB type. And then here is a very, very nice gear shifter, since it's like a mouse already. So you just step on the brake and then click here. You have a button here to shift your gears. Okay, and then this one is your handbrake. So basically, if you want to release your handbrake, you just step on the brake and press this. And if you want to pull your handbrake, just, it's like pulling manual handbrake, you just pull it while stepping on the brake. So this is for your off-road mode. So if I click this, I'll click it now. You'll see your off-road options. Sorry for this one, it's your protective screen cover. So here you can see 4x2 mode. If I click the 4x4 here, so 4x2, click this one, 4x4 high. So yeah, you have your drivetrain for the front wheels also. I'll remove the 4x4 high. I'll click it 4x2 high. Okay, so it's only 4x2. And then if you want to lock the rear, you can click this for the electronic rear locking differential. This one is just to off the sensors if you're finding it that it's buzzing too much. And then lastly, if you want to change your driving modes, you can just twist this one. So I'll twist this and you'll see the options here. So this one for sport mode, you have your normal mode, you have your sport mode, you have your slippery mode, mud rats, etc, etc. You also have your Baja mode. So let me put it back to normal mode. And then here on top, you have your auto dimming rear view mirror already. So it absorbs the high beams from the vehicles behind you. You have your standard lights, and you have your sunshades. And then these ones are auxiliary switches. So you have 6 auxiliary switches just in case you want to put headlights or more lights on top. This is what you can use for switching. So yeah, at least you have that option here. And then here you have your compartments. So unlike the Fortuner or the GRS, this is not a cool box. You have your rubberized compartment here for your cell phones mostly. And here you have your glove compartment. And then here your compartment here. Very nice. So you also have your 12 volts inverter here. 12 volts. If you're Ford Ranger Raptor, okay, you also have the same code orange styled leather seats. So very nice. And you already have aircon vents for your second row. Okay. And you also have your 230 volts inverter and some charging areas like Type C and USB type charging. So you also have your aircon vents here. So what's nice about the Raptor is if you're an executive, you have your hanger areas here. Okay, so you have two of those, and you also have your this one to hold. And for getting on and off the vehicle, these are very useful. This one, and you have your anti-slip step seals here, as well as together with your anti-slip step board. So for the doors, you have the same. The door handles are very nice. Power windows and soft touch leather here. Soft touch. Okay, so that is it for this video. If you think it was useful, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends who you think they might enjoy this video, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more similar content. For any inquiries, you can contact me at 0936-994-6643. Thank you so much for watching.